Hello my friends and welcome back to Dragon Age Awakening. In yesterday's video we finished saving the city of Amaranthine, we learned some tragic news about our friends at the Vigil, and then we made our way to Drake's Fall to hunt down and destroy the Mother, and that's our goal for today. So let's get started. And let's see, we don't have anything else. Oh, there's a flesh pot over here. Oh, and there's people over there. Okay, let's go this way first then and pick up this flesh pod. Because we need to find more of those crystal, these crystal thingies to activate stuff and stuff. So, yeah, I know. I'm still being exceptionally specific.
Let's get started.
Wait, what? That's a striking vista. The Mother sure knows how to choose a lair. Oh wow, that's really... This is all underground. This is insane. Wow. Gosh, I wish they would do like a prequel when all this stuff was active. Just gorgeous. Okay, focus. Let's kill the Darkspawn. Ugh, and more slug creatures. Yuck. Yuck. Okay. Okay, let's try to massacre things. And then... Why don't we try and stun some stuff? Why am I up here fighting by myself? Oh, Ogren is back there fighting. Well, you guys keep working on those and I'll just hang out up here. How's that sound?
Time for a little.
Well, let's kill these little buggies. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Where I don't speak it well. Alright. And then let's assault. And... Nope, we're still going. Yep. Alright, I looted, and there are some more flesh pods and sockets down there, so let's go down another big tower, it looks like. Something else that I need to be aware of? Nope, nothing else. Oh. Who's down here? I don't see anybody.
And so we meet again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin. I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself. Fate, however, intervened.
Yeah, I escaped, you mean. You experimented on me. Did he experiment on us? I don't remember that. I mean, I remember him strapping us down. Well, I guess he probably did. You mean I escaped? Let's be a little sarcastic to the weird Darkspawn dude.
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding that occurred with the rest of your order.
Yeah, the sort of misunderstanding that ends with a field of dead bodies. I get those sometimes.
I sent the Withered to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
Well, so first of all, you wanted us to help you, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that they would attack Darkspawn coming into their fortress. And unfortunate you took those men and bled them dry.
The Grey Wardens that were brought to me were already dead. I took their blood just as I took yours, because I had little choice. Things have not gone as I planned. I only ask that you hear me out. Should you still wish to slay me afterwards, you may try.
Well, I mean, it is very odd that he wants to not just outright kill us, so it must be pretty important, I'm assuming. But fine, I will hear you out, and then I will judge you afterwards as what happens in games.
My kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods. This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated, To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
What? So you want to awaken all of the Darkspawn so they no longer hunt for old gods, so they no longer start blights? And you need our blood to do it. But why do you need our blood? That deserves an explanation.
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform. Similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens. You take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
The Wardens are supposed to stop the Blight. We'll be retired and talking about the glory days in no time.
I mean, yeah, that is a good point. This could circumvent future blights. And I think Edward's practical enough to see the long-term potential implications, but I have lots of questions. Oh yeah, and I'm guessing there's a problem. So, yeah, some of the new Darkspawn also do seem intelligent, but others are insane.
Once they are freed, the Darkspawn think for themselves. They speak. They act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed and they rage against me. The Mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the Mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
Darkspawn or no, he has a good point. Do we really want to keep killing each other forever?
This is what my sister saw. An ally amongst the Darkspawn. This is an opportunity we cannot pass up.
Help me kill the Mother, and after it is done, I will leave to continue my work.
So you're saying that you want to free the Darkspawn, but you can't keep doing that because the Mother is turning some of the freed ones against you, which is causing all these problems? Is that the line of thinking that I think where we're going with this? Okay, well, what is this Mother exactly?
My most flawed creation. Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
Well, how did you become freed?
I was born as I am, an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why do some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to be free? I don't know why they wouldn't want to be free, but let's ask it anyway.
And how would they know when the choice has been deprived of them? Without choice, there is only one path before them, and that leads to the Blight. I believe there is another way.
I mean, they're kind of like slaves to the Blight and the old gods in a way, but they're still... I don't know. I don't want to feel sorry for them because I really don't, because I just spent a whole game fighting them. But if this could prevent future blights, I don't know. Oh, I'm a little conflicted. Stealing blood from a Grey Warden is perverse. I don't know why that statement's here, but we'll ask it anyway.
I thought it little different from your order's use of Darkspawn blood. We both do what we must in response to the Blight. The first blood came from Uther, freely given.
Huh.
She was a Grey Warden, as you are, and joined us many years ago.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess I have to decide. I mean, I understand he's a Darkspawn, and can he be trusted if he frees them, will a bunch of them go crazy and kill us? But on the other hand, blights happen and they're going to go crazy and kill us anyway. So, but if I help him or ally with him to kill the mother and he goes off to awaken the darkspawn, maybe there won't be a blight in the future. I feel like Edward's practical enough to, I mean, you're not exactly making a deal with the devil, but you kind of are. He's done bad things towards you, but if in allying with him even temporarily, it might stop future blights, it's better than 100% not stopping future blights if you don't ally with him. So, and Edward has made he made the, what is it, the dark ritual pact with Morgan before to save his life when a warden really should have died. So he has circumvented, you know, the proper way of doing things in the past. So maybe this is a way where I can save my future Grey Wardens and save future people by allying temporarily with the Darkspawn. And my companions do all make good arguments as well. So not sure how controversial this decision will be, but let's go with it. Very well, you have an ally.
Hey, if playing with their newfound minds keeps the Darkspawn away from Orzammar, I'm happy.
Yeah.
This is the right thing to do. Sarani believed it, and I do too.
Thank you, Commander. I realize what a leap of faith this is for you. I hope that I prove worthy of your trust.
Yeah.
The mother lies ahead, Warden. I cannot approach her physically. Her children protect her from my power. But when you reach her, I will do whatever I can to help you. You have my promise.
Okay. I drank the Kool-Aid a little bit. Let's hope this doesn't come back to bite me. You agreed to the architect's suggestion of an alliance to defeat the mother. Your mutual enemy waits deep in her lair. Well,
This should be easy enough.
sort of made my decision, so it's best to just go with it, right?
As you wish.
Hopefully this doesn't come back to, like I said, bite me in the behind later, or we'll see.
Right.
All right, we have socketed a second one, or we've activated a second tower, and when we're saving again, great. More flesh pods and, ooh, yuck, my least favorite, the adult shoulder. I do not like them. Ugh. All right, let's taunt. Let's try and massacre before I'm knocked out, because that's what always happens. Okay, let's try and work on this one first. And let's try and stun everybody. Oh, dang it. Should have done that first. Hey, Augurin, can you actually attack the one that's attacking me? Because that would be helpful. Okay, then let's stun the rest. And I can't massacre again, but I can just shield bash a few. And then they'll be dead. Oh, not bad. Oh, look, more. Ugh, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, and I can't do anything to... Well, I can knock them back. Alright, let me actually make sure I picked you up. And they're back there fighting some more, aren't they? Right? Oh, no, you got it down, so let's see. Alana, you need to make sure you don't die. Alright, let's work on, I guess, this childer. Do a second wind. And let's Peon's Blight. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that was nice. They stunned him, and I was able to become released. That was wonderful.
On it.
And loot it again, and let's go down the stairs where there's more darkspawn. Yay! Maybe I'll just sit here and wait till they come to me.
This should be easy.
I think that might be the best thing to do. Let's stun them. And then I will massacre. And let's take care of this little grub. Oh, there's so many of these adult children. Ugh. Let's see if I can knock them back. There we go. That'll help a little bit. Alright. Those two are dead. Now we just got two more to get through.
Creatures.
Oh, hello. More of you. Okay, let's taunt again. Let's stun all of you. Come on. I know it's still active. And then I don't have massacre up yet, but let's work on this one right here, I guess. We'll pick you first. I can knock you back though, which will stun you a little bit. Oh, he was a mage. Oh, but he's already dead, thank goodness. So glad my companions do what their tactics tell them to do. Is Ogren underneath there? Yeah, Ogren's getting eaten. Sorry, Ogren, I'd rather you than me. Okay, then we'll work on... Nope, now I'm getting eaten. Oh, I jinxed myself. Okay, why are you so close, Nathaniel? Not that I don't like being around you, but for a ranged person, you're awful close.
As you wish.
I did finish looting again, and I did activate this last tower, and the quest completed. I forget which one it was. I tried to find it again, but I don't think it's super important. But we're going to do another save, and then we're going to head into the nest, because I'm assuming this is where the mother is. All right, the nest, here we are. Let's go kill her and be done with it. Oh, wait a minute. What on earth? Let's have a moment where there are things hanging upside down. That's so bizarre. All right, back on topic.
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father. Oh, and the Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are. You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
What's done is done. The mother is a horror, must die. The architect intends to free the Darkspawn. I trust him. Trust is a strong word. Even were she not mad, the mother would still be disgusting. Well, that's pretty petty. But I'm going to go with the first one. What's done is done. The mother is a horror and she must die.
Ah, but perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight.
What?
You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
What?
Well, paint me green and call me a turnip.
Ah, there it is then. Unfortunate. I did find the old god Athemiel, but I did not wish another blight. I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
Well, that's Did you even think about the repercussions of your actions? I should have killed you when I had the chance. Did you even think about the repercussions of your actions?
Is it not the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done in the name of combating the Blight? The Blight is a menace, both for your people and for mine. To end it requires sacrifice and risk.
And how lonely the father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! You cannot harm the Mother any more than you already have.
And now the hero is alone. Oh, the Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down! Perhaps we will hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
Well, that's horrifying.
Doc!
Okay, special abilities. In this battle, you may call on special abilities indicated by the new icons on the right screen. To use an ability, left-click on the appropriate icon. For abilities that require a target, highlight the area. Okay, so I've got the single target. I've got an AoE for fire, and then an AoE for stunning, and then a heal. All right, let's worry about killing the Mother first, and then I'll worry about everything else later. Like my decision to side with somebody who apparently started the blades.
Destroy them.
Oh wow, that's a lot of tentacles. Okay, hang on. First of all, Valana, you need to get away from all this stuff. Nathaniel, you also need to join her. Ogren and I are melee and can handle this while you cannot. And then Ogren, how about we attack the same tentacle together, okay? Hey, Valana, do me a favor, and can you heal yourself right now, please? Because I'm already nervous that you're half dead. Okay, let's get back on the tentacles. Oh, jeez, these are taking forever to die.
Let's make this quick,
Can I
shall we?
stun them, maybe? Okay, I can stun them. And she is spewing that green crap at everybody. Oh, we're not attacking the same one, that's why. Okay. No, Ogren, dear, how about you stay away from the boss and just work on ads? Oh my goodness, even more. Okay, well, let's do an AoE and, maybe fireball everybody? I don't know how it's gonna work. Oh, there he goes. Oh, Nathaniel, why are you all the way up here, Nathaniel? Okay, first of all, you need to take a health potion quickly. Take a health... Aw, dang it. Well, that's unfortunate. Why were you all the way up here? You were supposed to be back there. It's fine. We'll have Valana save you after the fire has dispersed. Alright, let's massacre and take out a bunch. Ogren, you need to go and work on these little guys. And then I will finish working on this tentacle. And then let's see, what else can I do? I can warcry everybody. But then Valana, you need to come up here and resurrect
You had it coming.
the ding-dong Nathaniel. And then you need to get out of here again. And Nathaniel, you also need to take a health potion.
Here we go.
And you need to get out of here. Go back and protect Valana.
Weapons at the ready.
Alright, and I will, how about I go up here to the boss, and I will taunt her And I'll fireball her. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of stuff on my screen. And you can work on these guys, and how about you work on them with him? Okay. I'm a little stunned, but that's okay. Alright, Ogren, how's it going back here? You're okay? Okay, let's take care of this guy before he accidentally kills me. Alright, I will work on the mother. Alana, you are dying to something. Take a health potion.
Time for a little cleanup. My strength is
Oh, your strength is waning. Let's do a second wind. You do a second wind. Ogren, you need to come back here. Oh, no, you can't help me. It's fine. You can help.
right.
It's alright, I've got bugs and stuff on me, but I can take it. Got lots of resistance, hopefully. Ogren, you do not, so how about you come back here? How about you take a health potion first, actually? Let's get one out on Gerbar. And then you come back here and work on the ads. I will work on the boss. She is almost dead. How's it going back there, Nathaniel? You're doing okay. Valana is doing okay. Ogren is just getting eaten alive by bugs, but work through it, Ogren. Why don't you take a stamina potion when you can? How about that? If I can get the boss down, then that will probably stop the fight. I don't know why I'm hitting that button. Nathaniel, you need to attack the bugs killing everybody, please. Oh, we got her down! Get her, Edward! Oh! Oh. Wow, we stabbed her in the face. Really good. Like how Edward's like, and we're done here. Yep, we're done. She's dead. Good job, Edward and team. Oh, that's the end. Well, after the death of the mother, the remaining Darkspawn forces scattered and fled back into the deep roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end. Well, that's a plus, right? The architect apparently kept his word, gathering his remaining disciples to follow the rest of their kind back underground. Those Grey Wardens in other nations were appalled to hear of the architect's continued existence, but were unable to track him down despite years of effort. Yeah, this decision could really come back to bite us years from now, but we'll see what happens. Some within the Order have claimed that the architect's survival guarantees another blight, and yet the deep roads have lately been quieter than any can recall. Most have resignedly decided that it is now in the Maker's hand. Well, either way, if we didn't side with him, there would be more blights. Now, if we did temporarily side with him, there could potentially be no more blights, which is potentially a good thing. Again, not sure how it's all going to play out. Word of the Grey Warden's heroic salvation of Amaranthine spread like wildfire. When the magnitude of the losses at Vigil's Keep came to light, sympathy drove generous donations from all over Ferelden into the region's coffers. Amaranthine was restored to her former glory within a year, Vigil's Keep in 5. I guess that's an okay ending. Because of the Warden's support for law and order in Amaranthine, Constable Aiden and his men were able to distribute the smuggler's goods to the battered survivors in the grueling days that followed the Darkspawn defeat. The Darkspawn messenger, set free after joining the Wardens in the Battle of Amaranthine, struck out on his own. The city soon buzzed with stories of a cloaked but lisping figure who aided travelers in danger. At the same time, reports of isolated cases of the Darkspawn disease emerged. No one connected the two. I'm surprised that they just let him go. I expected them to actually kill him, because I left it up to them to decide, so... That's very unexpected, actually. Although the war devastated many farms in the Arling, all agreed the loss would have been greater without soldiers for protection. The farm holders developed a certain reverence for the Warden Commander, as well as an ongoing reliance on the Grey Wardens for order and protection. Yeah, it's expected. Vigil's Keep stood alone against a horde of Darkspawn. The Mother's forces outnumbered the Vigil's defenders many times over. But the sturdy dwarven walls proved impervious to any boulder an ogre could throw. The Vigil's soldiers, clad in silverite, each felled a dozen Darkspawn before they died. The Vigil held one night, then two, then a week, and eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. The Keep developed an almost mythic reputation, the few survivors immortalized in song and legend. I'm surprised then that I saved Amaranthine. You would have think that Edward would have had time to return to the Vigil to save it if they held out for a week, but what do I know? The Vigil became a trading hub that would eventually eclipse the city of Amaranthine, with traders reassured by guards continually patrolling the pilgrim's path, but prosperity bred scheming and treachery between merchants and nobles, testing the commander's patience for years to come. Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their numbers. Soon Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with Wardens at its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. Great. That's excellent. Right? More Wardens, more protection for Darkspawn if the Architect ends up... Anyway, off on a tangent. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Voldric Glavernack stood on the battlements and pronounced that the defenses were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. Dark whispers of conspiracy against the Wardens fell silent after a rash of accidents and disappearances culminated in the apparent suicide of Ban Azmaral. Interesting. The nobles of Amaranthine remained dutiful. Some even suggested they were cowed into submission. Maybe. Among the many legends that the Vigil spawned was one of the great heroes of the next age, a sheepherder turned soldier by the name of Sir Alec the Valiant, who eventually founded an order of knights that lasted 1,000 years. I remember Alec. He was the one who stole food to feed his family, and instead of having him hanged, I conscripted him basically into my soldiers. So that's amazing. I like that ending for him. The commander's blade Vigilance, crafted from the bones of an ancient dragon, was boldly stolen by Antivan crows. The blade changed hands many times thereafter, with some master swordsmen pursuing the weapon their entire lives. Some claim that this legendary blade has had a life of its own and that its power is steadily growing. I like my sword. I hope I don't lose it again. Well, again, being in the next 2 DLCs again. Dworkin Glavenack further refined his lyrium sand explosives, but left the Warden's employ after Kunari mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, the learned say he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. The Vigil soldiers, wearing the distinctive silverite armor that Master Wade crafted, came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, a lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. Again, I like a lot of these things that have happened long term. With Felana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of the militiamen and merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighboring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by, which is very unfortunate. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. Why? The clans reacted by giving the Wending Wood a wide berth, but both sides know that at some point the elves will return for vengeance. Well, that's not so good of an ending. A few years after Kal Haral was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Tig. Eventually, House Helmi decided that Kal Haral was too important to be abandoned at a tremendous cost of Dwarven lives. They cleared the tunnels leading to Kal Haral of all Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Kal Haral was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. Great. As promised, Vuldrik and Dworkin presented Orzammar's Shaperate with the stone marker that told of how Kal Haral's castless had taken up arms against Darkspawn. The commander of the Grey was invited to Orzammar as a guest of honor at a feast commemorating the defenders of Kal Haral. The Shaper read the names of the castless off the marker, then presided over a ceremony to return them to the stone as befitted warriors of their stature. So I like that Orzammar reclaimed Kal Haral as part of their heritage. They honored the castless. That's all good. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly settlers drifted into the region. Scholars said the veil was still thin, and thus the area still dangerous, but the people only cared that there were no longer frightened whispers in the shadows. Fair enough. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant and another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. Probably best. The survivors of the Siege of Vigils Keep hailed Anders and his magic for holding back hundreds of the assaulting Darkspawn. In the ensuing victory celebration, the men dragged the mage to the fire to engage him in a drinking contest. Anders lost. But my codex said Anders died. But now he's alive. Which is good, but I'm confused. Anders remained with the Grey Wardens a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages, but when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. I thought Wardens was kind of a lifetime gig, but maybe I'm confused again. And yet, not 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order. Ever after, the Wardens were his home and his lasting companions. Okay. Again, you're not dead, so a little surprised. Valana never saw her clan again, but neither did she forsake her dayless culture, nor her sharp tongue, nor her quick temper. Fair enough. Her friendship with the Warden Commander changed her opinions on humankind significantly. Shortly after the Mother's defeat, Darkspawn stragglers who still remained on the surface attacked a human village. Valana was the only warden nearby and defended the village single-handedly. She did not sneer once, which is good. But she's a warden, so I guess she did complete the joining, even though I couldn't complete the joining in-game. Years later, on an expedition in the Deep Roads, Valana took off on her own after saying she had seen Serani in the shadows. The other wardens searched for her, but she was truly gone. Well, hopefully she found her sister, and that's what I choose to believe. Over the next years, Nathaniel dedicated himself to the Order and to clearing the blemishes of his family's name. After saving Terran Fergus Cousland from a bandit attack, a portion of Amaranthine was returned to the house. Fergus Cousland being Edward's brother. Nathaniel passed the holding to Delilah's son, and when a new castle was eventually built there, a statue of Nathaniel was erected in its courtyard. I like that ending. That's a good one. Justice fought valiantly at the battle for Vigil's Keep, but before the victory horn sounded, a Darkspawn sword removed Kristoff's head. It was, of course, unclear whether the spirit of justice perished or simply departed. At the least, Kristoff's wife Aura was finally able to claim her husband's ashes. Well, couldn't Justice have just possessed another dead body nearby that wasn't decapitated? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. It was Sigrun who led the charge against the Darkspawn when Vigil's Keep was attacked. Once again, she had an army behind her, and once again they fought Darkspawn with no hope of survival. This time, Sigrun did not flee. Oh, so I guess she did die. Oghren continued to regale young Warden recruits with tales of his prowess in both battle and bed. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. At the Warden Commander's urging, Oghren took a more active role in his child's life. He visited Felsi often and wrote letters which the Warden Commander graciously proofread nearly every week. Probably a good thing. As for the savior of Ferelden, he did not remain as commander for the Grey. He did not remain as commander for the Grey for long. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern. The blight well and truly over, it was time for him to move on. He returned to life at court, resuming his duties as Prince Consort of Ferelden and receiving a hero's welcome when he rode back into the capital. Queen Anora awaited him at the palace gates, and even she could not resist a smile at the sight of the kingdom's hero returned. Some years later, the savior of Ferelden vanished entirely. Nobody knows for what purpose he departed, yet neither does anyone think his tale is complete. And Awakening achievement unlocked. And that's the end of this expansion. Well, I was really happy to continue Edward's story. I liked the expansion. I didn't like it. I didn't love it like I loved the original game. I didn't expect to, but I did like it. It was nice to play Edward again. It was nice to see, returning companions like Oghren and Wyn, even though Wyn didn't stick around for long. And it was nice to have new companions, and I did really like some of them. Sigrun was great. Sigrun was great. B'Elanna was very sarcastic, and I really did like her sarcasm and her very biting wit. That was fun. And Justice and Anders weren't bad at all. Nathaniel was interesting too. The overall story was a bit clunky at times. I felt very rushed in certain portions, like we just sped up very fast to the end. But I guess it's the nature of being an expansion. It's not as big as the base game. The bugs were a little frustrating, but it's kind of my own fault for not downloading mods to combat those, which I will take note of for future games. But yeah, that was fun, and I really did like it. Please let me know your thoughts below in the comments about the Dragon Age Awakening expansion when you played it. If you liked it, what your thoughts were. But yeah, that's it for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate every comment, every like, every follower. And yeah, I will see you again tomorrow with another new Dragon Age Origins video.